Okay, question 12, you've got to fill in an incomplete two-way table. So firstly, look at the top row where no 10 plus something plus 38 equals 70, so that's something must be 22. Then I'll look at the final column where no 70 plus something plus 10 equals 120, so that something must be 40. Now I'll look at the second row where I know something plus 10 plus 16 equals 40, so that's something must be 14. The third row is complete. Now I'll look at the first column where I know the total is 10 add 14 add 6, which is 30. And this third column, the total is 38 add 16 add 0, which is 54. So that's part A done. Then part B wants to know about the probability of someone being off-peak and less than 50. So that is all these people, off-peak and less than 50. So that is 24 people in total. And the total is 120. So the probability of picking someone off-peak younger than 50 is 24 over 120, which can simplify to 1/5 if you divide numerator and denominator by 24. Number 13, we've got a biased dice. Probability of throwing a 6 is 0.4, so the probability of not throwing a 6 must be 1 minus 0.4, which is 0.6. And then if she throws it 70 times, well, 0.4 is 4/10, so you expect her to get a 6 4/10 of the time. So if she throws it 70 times, you expect her to get a 6 4/10 of 70 times. 4/10 of 70, or 1/10 is 7, so 4/10 is 4 times that, which is 28. 14, a bid mass question, which also involves some roots and powers. I'll deal with what's inside the bracket first. So that's 7 squared minus 3 cubed. That's 49, 7 times 7, minus 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. So that's 22. So that means the sum is 8 times 22 divided by the square root of 121. Now the square root of 121 is 11. 8 times 22, well 8 times 20 is 160. 8 times 2 is 16. So it's 176 divided by 11. And the answer to that is 16. Number 15, distance time graph. Firstly, we want to know how far she travels in a car altogether. So she travelled out and then she travelled home. So she travelled a total of 23 kilometres and travelled all the way home. So that's a total of 46 kilometres. And how far did she stop altogether? She stopped here, here, and here. So that's 10 minutes here, 10 minutes between B and C. Another 20 minutes between D and E. And then between F and G, it's 7 little squares, which is 14 minutes. So it's 44 minutes you stop for. And which part of the journey is travelling the fastest speed? Well, that's where the graph is the steepest. And the graph is the steepest between E and F. So for that reason, you need to state EF. You can't just give the speed. It's asking you which part of the journey you need to state between E and F. And then you need to say what the speed is. Well, between E and F, she does 13 kilometres in 10 minutes. So how many kilometres is that per hour? Well, to get from 10 to 60, you've got times by 6. So times 13 by 6, that's 78 kilometres in 60 minutes, so 78 kilometres per hour. 16, subbing numbers into a formula. So, you know, that v squared equals u squared plus 2as. So I'll sub in what v, u, and s are. So 13 squared plus 8 squared must equal 13 squared, sorry, must equal 8 squared plus 2 times 9 times s. So therefore 13 squared must equal 8 squared plus 18s. So 13 squared is 169, 8 squared is 64. So 18s is 169 minus 64. which is 105. And 105 divided by 18, well, the nearest multiple of 18 that goes into 105 is 90. So 105 divided by 18 is 18 times 5 is 90, so it's 5 and 15/18, which can simplify to 5 and 5/6. 17, you've got to expand and then simplify. So we've got 5 times m plus 2f, so that's 5 times m is 5m. 5 times 2f is 10f. Then you've got to add 3 times m, and then minus 3 times 4f. It's 12f. Then you've got to simplify that. To simplify it, collect your m's. You've got 5m plus 3m. 8m. And then collect your f's. You've got plus 10, subtract 12. So you're subtracting 2f. And that's your final answer. Number 20, if it takes 10 people 6 days to do a house makeover, it'll take 20 people half the time, which is 3 days. And then 4 people, it will take 2.5, it'll be 2.5 times quicker, so 6 times 2.5 is 15 days.